Greetings Indie Warriors, welcome to I Dream of Indie. My name's Ole Gamer Joe. Today we're taking a look at Emily is Away 3, a game that successfully emulates the 2008 era of Facebook and Facebook messaging. It's a game that takes place from the perspective of high school kids. It's interesting because heartbreak used to take place face to face, but that hasn't been the case over the last few years, has it? In fact, this game really does show off the power of the internet and just how much the world and even romance has changed. In Emily is Away, you'll play as a young man that's currently in high school. You can name this character whatever you wish, and he's just discovered Facenook. Yes, not Facebook, Facenook. And this is a whole new world for him as he realizes he can contact all the girls and all the friends he has in high school in one place. The lead character takes a liking to one girl in particular named Evelyn. In fact, one of the choices you'll have to make early on in this game is to choose which party you want to go to between two different girls. He seems to show an interest in both these girls, but he leans a little bit one way, so he has to make a tough decision right out of the gate. Do I go to this party and break the other person's heart, or do I just not care? Here's where the real drama comes in, though. These two girls used to be quite friendly. In fact, they were best friends with one another, and now they're in a little bit of a feud. As someone who went through high school with a lot of AIM messaging going on, I totally can relate. I wasn't a Facebook kid myself, but similar concept here in the way that relationships form and the way that you talk to people. You do feel like you have a little bit more courage when you speak online, don't you? Clearly, you get a lot of trolls and comments and such, and they don't really have any consequences for their actions. And I feel like Emily is Away 3 really does a good job of demonstrating that. As you can tell from this footage, this game looks eerily accurate to any other web browser, really. You do feel like you're on the actual Facebook at times, and it's really well done. The main gameplay works something like this. Messages will pop up from time to time, and you'll just simply go through different dialogue choices. You generally have 3 choices to choose from. You can press the 1, 2, or 3 key to choose the option that best suits you, and then you just mash away at the keyboard in order to type it out. But no matter what you're typing, it's going to fill in the response that you chose, so you can't just type random words in or cuss words or anything like that, sorry. Outside of simply responding to Facenook messages between people, you do get the occasional notification that you'll have to check on as well, and people will even send you YouTube links, which you can check out, usually 2008 themed songs that you can listen to. I do have to admit, many of the bands that appear here, such as Senses Fail and Brand New, are names that I haven't heard in a long time, and it did conjure up a little bit of nostalgia, but it was also a reminder of just how forgettable so many of those bands were. I know, I'm an old person. Emily is Away 3 is a really well-executed experiment. It did pull at my heartstrings from time to time. Reliving what it feels like to be broken up with online is a memory that I soon won't forget. I would have liked it to have stayed in the past, but unfortunately this game brought it up all over again. But still, there's some gripping writing here. The presentation is really kind of crazy, and it's worth checking out. There are plenty of reasons to go through the game multiple times because of the different dialogue options and, of course, the multiple endings that you can try to earn. So yeah, this will take you about 3.5 hours or so to complete a single playthrough, and you have good reasons to go back. I ended up liking Emily is Away 3. It did conjure up some memories that, again, I probably would have been better off not remembering, but perhaps that's a testament to the power and the writing of Emily is Away 3. Thank you so much for watching the latest review from I Dream of Indie. We'd now like to take a moment to thank our great indie warriors who support us through channel memberships: Mitchell Hall, Kevalo, Bunny, Bill Tikaz, Christian Cruz, Strick9, Rosie Syntax, Chris Jackson, Nathan Moore, Peach, Adriana Amato, CJR, Jesse Falco Lombardi, and Wesley William Semple. Thank you for all that you do for independent games and for our channel. Everybody else, head down to the description box below. There's a ton of ways to support I Dream of Indie. However you end up doing so, help us bring a voice to the voiceless ones in gaming.